Hi everyone, welcome into My Chamber TV, the heartbeat of the Tampa Bay community. I'm Barbara Marville Kelly. Thanks for joining us so much. My co-host today happens to be Lorraine Lane from the Greater Pasco Chamber of Commerce.
That's right.
Welcome back
Hi.
again. Weren't you just here?
Yes.
It seems like it. Where's the year going? My goodness. We also have John Walsh.
Hello.
Welcome
how are you?
back. We've had you in previous segments.
Yes.
And you're going to be talking about the Pasco Economic Development Council. You have some great things to share with us. Welcome.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate being back.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
So what's going on with the council?
Well, what I'm here to talk to today is our Smart Start business development programs and our Pasco Enterprise Network. So those are programs for small businesses, helping small businesses grow and nurture them within the county with the opportunity to create, better, stronger businesses within Pasco County. So we've partnered with the Greater Pasco Chamber to provide a program that we have called Co-Starters. It's a 9-week course to help people vet their business model, to help them at the end of that 9 weeks have a proven business model so that they can start their businesses. We also have taken experienced business people through that course who have rethought their business model so that they could come out at the end with a better idea of who their customer is, what their market is, and how they can go forward with the strategy on their business.
Now, this has been around for a good little while, hasn't it?
We've been doing it for a couple years now.
That's what I thought, because
right.
I think we had a speaker at one of our local networking meetings.
Right.
This is fabulous.
Yeah, so we're running, our goal this year is to do 8 classes around the county. We've just finished up one at the Greater Pasco Chamber. We're doing one at, I've got a graduation actually this week at the West Pasco Chamber, and we have one running at the Wesley Chapel Chamber right now.
That is really incredible. And so what you're saying is some businesses kind of rethink.
Oh yeah.
And regrow their business, I would guess.
I've got a person in the class right now who's been in business for 21 years who wish he went through the class 21 years ago.
Now that I love to hear.
Right.
So that is really that's really growth.
It is.
That's amazing.
So we also have our business incubator program. So we have a business incubator over in Dade City, which is a physical place where businesses can come and have a space to be together so that they can work together. But we put them through a regimented program. It's a 24-month program to grow their business, provide them services, provide resources and mentors to help them grow their business so that in 24 months they can graduate and move out.
Wow.
And we're getting ready to sign a lease on one in West Pasco. So we'll have a facility in West Pasco. We'll be making that announcement shortly. And then we're also looking at Central Pasco. So hopefully by this time next year, we'll have 3 incubators around the county.
That is really neat. What kind of costs are involved for this?
Well, for a membership in the incubator, if you don't have a physical space, it's $85 a month to belong to the incubator. It's an off-site, so you come in, you get all the services, but you don't have a physical space. If you have a physical space in the incubator, it depends on how big. So if you have a small office, it may be $200 a month. If you have a larger office, it may be up to $400 a month if you've got 4 or 5 employees that you're going to have with you there. The Co-Starters class is $295 for the full course. You get the binder with it, go through the curriculum, and you graduate with that. And then we also have a microloan program. So we will lend up to $35,000 to a small business that can't get traditional financing. It's a fixed rate. We work with you to develop the business plan, present it to the loan committee, and while you are a loan client of ours, we'll work with you as we do if you're in the Smart Start Incubator or one of the other companies that we're working with. So we'll get you mentor teams. We'll work with you on a monthly, quarterly basis.
That is so exciting. That really is.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun working with the small businesses.
And I would guess after that too, and you see the growth going with the businesses as well. And especially when people come from out of state, it can be a little bit different down here in certain areas in Florida. Any help you can get, I think, is really major. And I've seen so much growth because I raised my boys in West Pasco, and I had no idea that. And there's so much heart too.
Right.
West Pasco and the entire area with all the chambers that get involved with the community and the fundraisers and the charities. It's just like one big family.
And if we can help nurture businesses and allow them to grow, it's going to help the whole community, right? So they'll give back to the community more. They'll get more active. They'll be involved. So that's a part of developing the whole community. by helping these businesses grow. So we've got resource partners like the Service Corps of Retired Executives. SCORE is a strong partner of ours, so we'll bring them in for guest speakers. Lorraine actually is a trained facilitator for our co-starters.
No doubt.
So
No doubt.
she's a great partner and resource for us, and she'll probably be facilitating one of those classes in the near future. So we reach out and try to get everybody involved in what we're doing. It's a community effort.
Absolutely. Well, just in case you haven't seen the show before, Lorraine's business is a business coach.
Yep.
That's right.
And boy, I'll tell you, we've really picked up a lot of tips from Lorraine. Lorraine's in our local networking group, our Keep It Local group, and we're just delighted to have you. You couldn't get switched
Glad
over
to be
fast
there.
enough to get into there, and we have a lot of fun first thing in the morning, every Tuesday morning. So it's nice to have someone like yourself. We need as much as we can glean from other people that have been successful and that have gone through these training programs and pick up just a few little tips here and there. Can make a major difference.
Well, we also run programs where we put leadership roundtables together.
Yes.
So we'll put groups of 10 to 15 diverse businesses together, and they'll meet on a monthly basis, and we'll facilitate the meeting. And they act as an advisory group for each other, because not everybody has all the answers.
Yeah.
And you can't always be talking to your spouse or other people in your business about what to do about your business. So talk to other experienced business people. So we bring them in and have a confidential meeting, and they share ideas. They help each other work through challenges in their business, whether it's an employee or a customer or some kind of marketing strategy or whatever it might be. And we run those on a monthly basis. So we've got those that we're churning out too.
So it's networking in a sense.
Yes.
Networking and calling on each other's experiences to help move your business in a different way.
Right.
Yeah.
Collaboration.
Yep.
Love it.
Well,
Love
it's
it.
great because when a when a person starts a new business, what I find is that people feel so isolated, and this gets them working with other people, and there's a synergy that develops, right? So that's just a great thing.
Yeah, and they find out they're not out there on their own, and
Right.
what they're
Right.
experiencing isn't something unique. People, everybody else has gone through it too.
Everybody goes through it.
Right.
Been
so they
there,
can
done it
help-
kind of thing.
Exactly. So
And it helps
helps.
prevent a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, a lot of times those mistakes happen before they get to us, but then we can clean them up. But
Well, I was going to say, and sometimes those mistakes are long and drawn out, and it takes a while before you go back, correct them, and
Yeah.
then play catch up.
right,
And
right.
those mistakes are very costly.
Yeah, in many cases.
So
Yeah.
you're basically saving businesses a lot of money,
There are
really.
people
And
who've
from
gone,
failing.
There's people who've gone through our co-starters class who, after the 6th or 7th week, find out that it's not a viable business. And instead of spending thousands of dollars starting a business that wasn't going to work, they found out by going through the co-starters class. But then a lot of them come back with a different idea, and they go through it again, and then they're successful. So it helps.
It probably triggers something.
It does.
I would guess.
Yeah.
So we have about 3 minutes remaining. Can you hone in on just a couple of specifics? For example, little things that you could share with business owners that are maybe watching today.
Specifics relating to...
With the co-starters, or just like, for example,
So
like
for
an example.
Well, the great thing about, I'll focus
Your
on the
favorites.
co-starters. I got some favorites. We use a business model canvas in the co-starters presentation, and it's a really unique tool. It's a great tool to help people organize their thoughts around their business. So you start with the customer segment, and you really dig into who is your customer, and what is your customer's problem that your business is there to solve, right? So your business is there for the customer, not for you, and you need to keep that focus. And a lot of times that doesn't happen with the small businesses. But one of my favorite weeks is when we get into the elevator pitch, when you've got 60 seconds to describe your business to a customer that you've been wanting to talk to. And how do you develop that message, and how do you get that over? That's a really good one. And then my ultimate favorite night is when we go through the numbers and figure out where your break-even point is. So how many units of your sale do you have to sell before you're covering all of your costs? And then what's your strategy to make sure you're going to sell more than that? And that's always a great class.
I bet.
Because people realize, hey, I could make some money at this, or I could be successful, or they have to rethink it. So,
I bet you see a lot of aha moments.
oh, there are.
Yes.
Those 2 nights, the communications night, how you're going to communicate your message, and whether you've got a viable business as it relates to costs, controlling costs and price. Are two aha moments.
Well, that's really good for anybody that might be interested, because the delivery of your message is so critical.
It is.
And 60 seconds can either make you or break you. So on that note, I want to thank you for bringing all this into our business owners and anybody that's watching the show right now. If you know a business owner that might be coming into the area, you want to check out Greater Pasco, and we will hook you up for the right training. Thank you so much, John.
Thank you very much.
Great
Thanks for having
you
me.
with us.
Thank you.
Awesome, awesome. And Lorraine's going to stick around. We'll be right back with more from Greater Pasco on My Chamber TV. Hi everyone, welcome back into My Chamber TV, the heartbeat of the Tampa Bay community. I'm your host, Barbara Marville Kelly, and my co-host happens to be Lorraine Lane.
Glad to be back.
I love having you co-host with me. And we also have Tim Fredritz from DEX Imaging.
Thank you for having me.
Nice to have you with us. This is your first time here on the show.
It is.
Yeah, what do you think so far?
I love it. It's great.
Isn't it great to get the message out, raise the awareness on what's happening in the community and everything?
It is.
How long have you been a member with the Chamber?
I've been with this chamber, I guess about 1.5 years now.
Oh, very good.
Yep.
And you're with DEX Imaging.
Mm-hmm.
And how has the Chamber helped you with your business?
Chamber has helped a lot. DEX Imaging is a local business, even though we're a very large business. And the Chamber's helped us in the sense that getting our name out there to other local businesses and really building friendships within the area.
I hear that a lot.
Yeah.
Friendships and really getting,
Sure.
as they say, the know, like, and trust factor, building friendships. Because when you get to know somebody, you decide whether or not you want to do business with that person.
Very important.
That whole trust factor and having fun.
It is.
First thing you said when you came out here is, let's have some fun.
Yep.
Well, doing TV is a lot of fun, especially when you're sharing businesses and everything. How long have you been in this business of imaging?
I've been working for DEX about 6.5 years now.
Mm-hmm.
Love working for the company. They're a very unique company in the sense that we actually give back a third of our profits every year to non-for-profit organizations.
Nice.
So it's very, very unique. And then another third is given back to the employees, the hourly people, the actual, foundation of our company, which are the people that are looking to, the dispatchers, the drivers, the delivery guys, the maintenance guys. Those people, they all get a third of the profit back every year, and they get it back quarterly. And so the company gives it out 3 times a year. One time, obviously, to help with kids going back to school. The other time when the families need help around Christmas, and then one time in the late spring, about this time of the year, so people can take vacations.
I love to hear that.
Yeah.
Sounds like this DEX Imaging is a company with heart, and
Best-
that goes a long way.
Best company I've ever worked for in my life. It
Oh,
really
that's
is.
fabulous.
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about it.
What the unique thing about DEX is we're not just a copier company. We sell copiers, printers, scanners, and we're also a print management company and document management company. So the way we approach every client is solutions. We want to solve whatever kind of issues or problems they're having, not just sell them a copier. There's a ton of companies out there that'll sell you a copier.
Right.
And that's all they want to do. We look and see what your needs are, how we can improve your efficiencies in your office, and then this whole next new thing that we've just rolled out in the last couple of years, we've actually patented. DEX has 7 patents, by the way. So we actually patented this one process. It's called DEX Docs. So it's a very, very unique system that we have, where people scan documents now because everything now is going to the cloud or being saved here, being saved there. So people, what they're doing is they're scanning stuff, and without getting technical, it's through OCR, okay? And what happens is that when they scan stuff, it doesn't always scan perfectly. So we've worked out a situation where we actually have humans that are looking at those scanned documents and making sure that the metadata, the important data, is getting transferred to wherever your storage device is, whether it be the cloud or a hard drive or whatever. So we actually have people that intervene and make sure that happens.
We always need the humans, no matter what. I love to hear that. So you're a forward-thinking company, and you're very service-oriented. So,
Very service, yes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
really good to know.
We're actually known for for our service in the area because there again, you want to differentiate yourself between somebody else. The local 1, 2, 3-man company that sells copiers, they're fine. They're good companies. I'm not going to say anything bad about them, but when it comes to being responsive to your needs, can they always be there? I mean, they can't always be there. So
Right.
DEX, we guarantee 4 hours or less response time on every one of our service calls.
Oh.
And then usually in our general geographic area, this area, we're in Hudson right now, but our geographic area right now is about 2.8 hours on response time.
Wow, that's
So,
pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's important to, because a lot of people now are taking and condensing up to one machine in their office. So they don't need a whole bunch of machines. And then so that one machine goes down, they want to make sure that it gets restored quickly.
Exactly, and service is so important,
Yeah.
especially with that. Otherwise, you're losing money.
Yes.
Time is money all the time.
Yes.
So that's fabulous.
Yeah. Another big fallacy that people believe is that DEX Imaging, we're a very large organization. We've got 37 offices. We cover the entire state of Florida. We cover Tennessee, Alabama, North Carolina, South Carolina, Maryland, and DC. So there's quite a few places that we cover, and we're a very, very large company, but local, and we're family owned. But the biggest problem I think I have is communicating to people that I sell little copiers too, and little printers. So not just the big. Everybody says, "Oh, I don't need a big copier." Great.
And they just go to the local store and pick something
Right,
inexpensive up.
right, then that's the worst thing they can do.
Oh,
Because,
tell me about it.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah. So,
Been there, done that?
Yes.
yeah, you go home, you buy one of those machines that are, they're great, they're $100, and you take it home, and the next thing you know, you're spending $60 a month just on the ink alone for them. So they're, in my business, you got to know what you're talking about. I mean, I use a lot of generalities, in a sense. But when it comes to the actual pricing of knowing how much it's costing you to do business, on those ink machines, you know, that you use little ink cartridges, those machines are costing you somewhere between 7 to 9 cents a page every time you print a black page. A black page. If you're using a toner machine, you know, laser type machine, those are costing you about 5 cents a page. So, and that's for black only. So then I wouldn't even get into the color.
I know, exactly.
With our machines, it's typically a penny or less.
See, so,
Yeah.
and that's being much more cost effective and efficient.
Sure.
Every time I turn around, changing the ink, and I'm going, well, this is residual income for these companies. You know, it's better to spend a little bit more and save a lot.
Yeah, HP actually, I think at one point in time I bought an HP computer, and they said, oh, here's a free printer.
Free printer.
And I'm like, really? I was like, wow, I got a free printer, you know? But, you know, the ink for it is going to cost you a lot more money.
I know.
Yeah, that's what they want.
That was the
that's
shock,
really,
right?
Yeah, that's really where the revenue is in these companies.
Yeah.
And the printer companies is the ink and toners.
So for those people that maybe don't need a really big conglomerate when it comes to a machine that does everything, including your dishes, wash your car, all that kind of stuff,
Right.
let's talk about something just a little basic. What are we talking? What do we need to invest to have something where we're not constantly running and getting
We have
cartridges?
machines that are less than $80 a month, that are little tabletop machines that will do copy, print, scan, fax, in color, black and white, the whole 9 yards. And then typically what we do is we sell this equipment, and then we sell a service plan separate from that. So you always want to keep your equipment and your service separate.
Yes.
There's a lot of large unnamed organizations out there that will want to bundle those two together. The problem with that is that you're stuck with that company. Once they bundle your service and your, let's say, a lease together or whatever, then you're actually stuck with that company for that period of time. With us, we have to work harder to keep your business because we sold the service separate. So you can cancel with us if you're not happy with us, and you can go find somebody else to service your equipment. So we have to work twice as hard to maintain you as a customer, as a client.
Well, you are very self-assured in the quality of the service that you give, clearly.
we
So
are.
that's good. That's really good.
Yeah.
Well, you're really giving me some things to think about. It's time for me to look into a new printer,
new
fax,
way.
copier, all that stuff.
I wish I could get a captive audience all the time, and someone to listen and actually understand the message I'm trying to bring to them, because they think, well, first of all, most people have no clue what they're spending. If you sit down and look, and I'm sure you tell your clients this as well, sit down and look at your expenses. And what did you pay to Office Depot or Staples for the last year just in toner alone? And that's usually an exercise I do for free with customers. If you give me your Staples receipts, I'll look at all your toners, add them all up, what you paid for a year, and sit down and figure out what it's costing you per month. And a lot of people don't realize it.
They don't realize, yeah.
They're spending $200-300 a month, whereas with me they could be spending $80 to $100.
Yeah, and that's a good savings.
Yeah.
Well,
I've saved a lot of, that's another thing we bring. We do a lot of work with non-for-profit organizations. Like I said, a third of our profits go to non-for-profit organizations. But there's some local non-for-profits, CARES, Mid-Florida Community Services, that are our customers and our clients. They're very, very good clients, good customers. And we've reduced their expenses considerably because they listened.
That's great. Wow, what a full service. You really bringing some good guests in here today, Lorraine.
Yes, I did.
I know. Well, that's fabulous. Well, we're delighted to have you here, Tim, really, and to be able to talk about, we haven't had anybody in this particular business to come on the show in a long, long time.
Yep.
So any tips that you can give our business owners that may be watching, or friends of business owners?
I would say, and even with new businesses starting up, you know, I've been actually offered to work with, you know, with some of these organizations that are helping new businesses. I'll be glad to come in there and talk to you about how to actually sit down and look and see what your expenses would be, you know, with us versus, you know, buying an Office Depot or Staples unit. But I would just say, you know, I give free assessments. So it baffles me when people say, "Oh, I'm not interested."
They're afraid you're going to sell them.
Yeah, exactly.
There
And-
there really are people out there today that actually
Yeah.
really do have heart for you, for your business. But I think there's so many people that they put up the guards like, no,
Sure.
no, I'm fine, I'm fine.
And I totally understand that. There's so many people trying to sling so many different things at them
Sure,
every day.
sure.
But like I said, it doesn't cost a penny for people to actually sit down and give me a little bit of their time and let me help them. That's what I do. That's why I love my job, because I'm helping people all the time.
Oh, that's clear. That's really
Helping
clear.
them save money, helping them improve their efficiencies in their offices. You know, so that's truly what my job is. People say, "What do you do?" I said, "I help people." So
That's a great response. Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, that's
And
great.
that's what I love doing. I love, you know, because and there's, just like any company, there's companies out there that don't do the right thing or don't do good things for people. And so, you know, I'm looking for those type of companies that have been, you know, hurt by a bad company or a company that didn't do you right, because I want to show them the right way.
Exactly.
I call all my customers every 3 to 4 months after the sale. I stay in touch with my clients to make sure that they're happy with the machine and the services that I sold them.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, I want to thank you for joining us again,
you.
and I've got this all in my brain now, so if anybody needs any services or any of the equipment here, we'll certainly refer them to you. And clearly you have a great relationship with the Greater Pasco Chamber of
I do.
Commerce. That is, you've complemented each other. I can see that, right, Lorraine?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, thank you. We're going to take a brief little time out, and we have more coming up in just a little bit. By the way, have you heard about the edibles? Wait till you see what we have for you. Hi everyone, welcome back into My Chamber TV, the heartbeat of our community. It's so great to have you with us. We are in our third segment here, right, Lorraine?
It's going by fast.
I know, this hour is amazing. Thanks for joining us, but we have something really exciting that I can't wait to tell you. In fact, it was kind of like a little surprise for us today. Shannon Colbert Nice to have you with us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh my goodness, what do we have here?
This is one of our Mother's Day specials. It's an arrangement that's edible. It comes with a balloon and then an edible chocolate pop as well.
Cool. Now this is your company, but it's been around for a little bit, right? But you just opened.
It has, yes. It's a
right in my
franchise.
shopping center.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a franchise, but ours is family owned, as all of them are. And that is evident because our 3-year-old runs around the store every day. So
Oh, I'm gonna have to stop in there. It's right next to Publix at the Seven Springs.
that's correct. Yep,
Yeah.
Chelsea Place Plaza.
Yeah, exactly. So when did you just open up? Because it seems like you just opened. but
We're
it's probably
brand
been
new.
there.
Yeah, our first day was February 1st that we did our soft opening, and our success has been wonderful. The community has really turned out to support us.
So tell us about these darling little baskets that are edible, nothing but nutrition.
Yeah, thank you. We as a family support healthy choices, and as a company, they strive as well. And everything here is selected, handpicked to go in the arrangements. We have fruit experts that help to arrange everything, and they do a wonderful job in our store.
I tell you, I see cantaloupe, I see pineapples that are in the shape
Strawberries,
of a, look
grapes.
at this. Can we open this up and just
certainly.
really show?
I'd be elated.
It's so beautiful. I hate to ruin it, but
Oh.
it comes like this, right?
It does. It arrives to your door just like this. And
Okay.
you can customize a card, a tag, etc. Balloons are optional.
Okay.
Birthdays, anniversaries. And we're just going to go ahead and cut that right off.
Look at this. It's just like unfurls like a flower
Yep.
petal.
I'm going to cut it down the back here so it's a little easier. And
Look at
there
this.
you go.
Wow.
Oh my goodness! And we've
then
got some chocolate
This
dip.
this particular arrangement comes with a Mother's Day pop that you can also have it changed to Happy Birthday, Happy Valentine's Day, etc. But yes, we cut. We have a lot of proprietary things that we use to help decorate the arrangements, and these are called pineapple daisies. Yes, fresh cantaloupe, in-season strawberries. We just had the best strawberries, this past year, and these ones are so large.
Look at the size of these. This is really amazing. I have to pick this up. Look at that. I mean, all the way
The
around.
size of these
perfectly-
strawberries, they're
the
just
size of
huge.
they are. They're like the size of a fist, for heaven's sakes. You've got grapes in here. These are so beautiful.
And then everything is hand dipped by our fruit experts, and then this has swizzle on it.
At your facility, you
At
do
our
all that
facility,
right
yes.
there.
And we can handle outside orders for other states, business orders,
I
etc.
love it. I love it. Now, what sizes do these come in?
This one is actually a small. So
This is a small?
This is a small.
Ooh.
So can you imagine, getting this on your door for Mother's Day? You'd certainly feel very appreciative, in state, out of state. This one's a small. It's $79, and that includes the Belgian chocolate pop that comes with it. And what was your question? You said
The size.
The different
size,
sizes.
Small. Yes, we
Yes.
have a few different sizes. They range depending on the actual arrangement. They can go from size small, and then we actually have banquet size ones as well that can feed. We actually have an endless amount. They can feed upwards of 600, 800 people, and those ones are assembled on site. But for mom, this one is a perfect size. It'll fit. Feeds
Nice
a couple different
shot.
people.
Look at that. Let me just.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Let me just turn this
I was
around a
gonna
little
turn
bit.
the yeah.
Whee!
Oh,
Look at
that's just
that.
lovely.
And you have a little. Take a look here.
Yeah, these are the swizzled berries, the strawberries. You can get a few different things dipped, your choice. These are the pineapple, the fresh pineapple, which is so sweet right now.
Look at that.
And then it changes per season, but for Mother's Day, this is going to be a very popular arrangement that we make probably 20 a day for the next 2 weeks.
I want one of these. These are so beautiful. So I'm thinking this is really time consuming to put something so beautiful like this.
They are. It's a premium product, but for a lot of people, they haven't actually sampled one yet. They haven't tried one. So to get the arrangement, most people are pretty impressed by the presentation, and that's our goal. Really, is just to wow the customer.
And yeah, that's always the way when you're looking to give a great gift and it's healthy. but yet you still have a little cheating in there with the chocolate-covered strawberries.
A
Yum.
little bit of chocolate has antioxidants.
I
in it,
know.
right?
Chocolate is
There you go.
healthy.
It is, and I see
You're
it has
supposed to have
dark
some chocolate every day.
That's right. That's right.
My mother told me.
And I heard that dark chocolate actually helps to suppress the appetite a little bit. I don't want that when I'm eating this because it's all healthy.
I should eat more chocolate then.
See?
Really suppress
See?
the appetite.
Exactly. So you must love what you do then.
Yes, we made this choice to transition from corporate into owning our own business, and my husband came to me with the idea, and you're nervous making that transition, but it has been nothing but wonderful. The community really has been just marvelous. The businesses as well as the homeowners.
Yes, yes. Now, are you fairly new with the Greater Pasco Chamber?
We opened, we actually, we joined about a month and a half before we actually opened our doors. So I don't know if that's considered new, but 4 months,
Yes.
5 months, give or take. We're still
It's-
babies learning how to walk.
It's fairly new. So
Yeah, that's new.
and that's enough time to get involved as well. How's it been working for you?
Whew, just getting our name out there has
Yes,
been a little
yes.
exhausting, but I think anybody telling you to start a business would say be prepared to work your bone, work down to the bone.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, with the chamber, there's just so much exposure when you join the chamber. And it's not very costly, but in the long run, it really pays off because you get a chance to have the exposure and you have that collaboration among other business owners. I mean, who wouldn't want to receive something as beautiful as this?
Right.
We opened February 1st, and within the first week we were crazy busy because, of course, Valentine's Day was the first holiday, which is our single largest holiday as Edible Arrangements. So it was particularly challenging, and we actually received a gift from a local business in our chamber, and she wrote a lovely note, welcome to the neighborhood. I just about cried.
Aww.
It was so touching to have the support from the businesses as well as the chamber,
Yes.
and then the people to show up and love your product. We couldn't have asked for more.
Exactly. You're going to be there for a long, long time.
Oh, and we also have smoothies and frozen yogurt. I didn't know
I
if you
saw
knew
that.
Yeah.
I saw that.
I wanted to bring some, but they would have melted.
Now, what are your hours there?
Good question. We're open 7 days a week.
Okay.
Monday through Friday, we're open from 9. We're open from 9 until 7. My husband will be there 9 to 7 and then some. He arrives before and after. And then on Saturdays, we're open from 9 to 5. And on Sundays, we are open from 10 until 3.
So there's no excuses to not get
No, and
something that's really
you can
healthy.
Call us,
There
you
you
can
go.
on the website. I mean, most people now have my personal cell phone number, so there's no excuse. And corporate provides a lot of coupons online if you go on the site. We personally are distributing a ton to the community for coupons and advertising and promotions for Mother's Day, as well as teacher appreciation is right now, and business administration appreciation, and Love Your Dog Day.
Yeah,
There's everything
yeah.
for everything.
There is. There really
They
is.
say we have fruit for that. We have fruit for that.
Do you have other styles of arrangements, or is this
We
the
have-
main one?
This is going to be a popular one for Mother's Day.
I think
but
so.
we have a plethora of different actual the vases that they go in from graduation to birthday. You can insert this one. You can actually change out the picture inside. We've had people bring us pictures of loved ones, of babies born. We have an arrangement, the vase that can go in there, and the sizes. Like I said, this is a small, wonderful mom, dad. Everybody enjoys it. But we have ones that are, all the way up the chart to feed a lot of people. So you're having a party, a Mother's Day party.
Yes.
We have fruit for that.
Oh, I'm going to back up just a little bit when you say you can change out the picture. In other words, what this is like plastic, like
Correct.
a plastic planter, and you can actually swap this out.
That's
I
correct.
love that
Yep.
idea.
We can put happy birthday in there.
Yeah.
We can do all
Customize.
sorts of
And
stuff,
Shannon
yes.
was telling us earlier that a lot of business to business is what you do.
Yes.
Yes.
So
as much as we love and adore and cater to our rooftop customers, our families, really we would love to get more involved with the businesses, because we have a program through Edibles that is business to business to help them grow their referral program. So, for example, a car dealership or a dental office, instead of sending that coffee mug, which is great, People are now sending edible arrangements where we can customize your logo with our logo, thank yous, personalized
Yes.
to that
yes.
business.
Yes.
And then you're getting this arrangement, you're getting a box of chocolate dipped fruit, and they open it and think, oh great, somebody sent me something, and it's actually from your car dealer,
Yes.
your dentist. And they are thoroughly impressed by that, is the feedback we have gotten all across the country. This has been an actual successful program, and we, even in 3 months, have already utilized it with different businesses.
Oh,
and
that's so
gotten
exciting.
wonderful feedback.
That's really exciting, and to know you're like right around the corner from
Yeah.
me, I love it.
And if you haven't tried a fresh fruit smoothie, they are out of this world good.
What
It is
flavors?
the same. Oh gosh, they have the cutest names, from Catch Me If You Cantaloupe. And I can't begin to tell you all the ingredients, but I can tell you they're all pronounceable. They're all something I want my 3-year-old eating, and he's not going to be bouncing off the walls with the sugar. But it is the same fresh fruit, just applied to the smoothies, and nothing is frozen. There's no added sugar. It's really
Very, very healthy.
great.
I would guess that you're getting business from our health club over there too.
We have 3 health clubs in that community, and that was one of the reasons we chose Chelsea Place over others.
Good for you.
In addition to Publix, which just has such huge foot traffic, and they've been wonderfully supportive to us as well. Yeah, the gyms have been
That's right, because there's the zone, there's the kickboxing, and then there's
9 rounds, zone, and then curves. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, you.
And they're wonderful. They
Yeah.
talk to me every day, and they've just been very kind.
That's so exciting. Well, I'm glad that you were able to come on the show today.
Thank you.
And we'll look for some specials coming in the neighborhood. I think these are fabulous. And again,
smells so
pineapples.
good.
I know, right? And these chocolate dipped strawberries are amazing. And I love the little sticks of grapes there too.
You think if you took one, they'd miss it?
I don't know. We're going to break. Let's see.
We'll have to tear it apart.
We'll be right back after this. Hi everyone, welcome back into My Chamber TV, the heartbeat of the Tampa Bay community. I'm Barbara Marville Kelly. With me is Lorraine Lane, featuring the Greater Pasco Chamber of Commerce. It's awesome. And we have a return cameo appearance from none other than Amanda Walsh from Home Rescue. And I tell you, I was so impressed with your business when you came on the first time. So I'm just going to kind of turn the show. Let's let her go. Run with it.
Thank you. Well, things have been busy all the way across the board. Not only are we busy running our remodeling business in the peak of spring and summer and getting ready to remodel everybody's home and business in the area, but we've also been doing some great things for the Greater Pasco Chamber lately. I am the chair ambassador for the Ambassadors Club with the Greater Pasco Chamber of Commerce. And in February, I have the most exciting news ever. Most of you know out there that we run our In Pursuit of Trivia events. That is a trivia fundraiser where we get local sponsors, community members, to come together and basically play a game of trivia, all in the lieu of raising funds for the Take Stock in Children to present a 4-year scholarship to any deserving student in the Pasco area that applies for the program.
Love that.
So happy to report that this second annual event was such a great success that we raised over $10,000.
Oh my word.
Yes, we actually raised closer to $12,000.
Nice.
We were able to pick our candidate. We have 1 out of 26 in the Pasco County area that are receiving a 4-year scholarship. And our students, I had the pleasure of going to the signing last week with the Take Stock in Children, and we will be presenting our scholarship check to her on May 18th during our Ambassadors Luncheon, 11:30 to 1 at the Fox Hollow Golf and Country Club.
Wow, that is so amazing. You guys, I'll tell you, in the community, this is what the community does. If you are new to the area or you're kind of feel like you're under a rock, come visit these people over at the Greater Pasco Chamber of Commerce. This is so enlightening, and I love to hear good stories like that.
I have to tell you what an experience it was to actually go to the signing and see all 26 students there in a group, to see their faces, meet their families, meet the sponsors, meet the community people that helped them out as well, and to hear the stories from the kids where they said, you know, I got that letter of acceptance and I said to my family, this is going to change my life. Because otherwise I wouldn't have been able to afford college. I don't know if I would get the Bright Future Scholarship, and all of these things just came across and you went, wow, you know, I remember being in that position, and what an honor, you know, to be in 8th grade or 9th grade and say, hey, we've got this program for you. It's going to change your life, and it does exactly that, changing their life.
Exactly. And if only one life has breathed easier because you have lived, that's an Emerson quote, and that's what it's all about. And that's why I love this community, because of the give back and how people get involved. The business owners are not just business owners, they're givers. And that's what I love about you guys. What do you think? I mean, isn't this amazing?
Yeah.
And Amanda, you have been right from the get-go with the Greater Pasco Chamber of Commerce, which when did they launch? Has it been 3 years? How long has it been now?
It has been a little over 3 years, and it's funny because I was just talking about this. I am one of the first founding members of the Greater Pasco Chamber of Commerce. As soon as Dan came around as executive director and said he was going to launch this, I said to my husband, who's also a business owner with myself, I said, we got to get on board. If we don't do this, we're going to miss out. Everybody's on board. And unfortunately, my dear friend Bob Memley beat me to be the first member. So I believe I was about the 5th or 6th member of the chamber there. But I'm still one of the charter advisory members of starting the organization and the chamber itself. And I'm glad to be part of it.
Absolutely.
I'll always be part of it.
That's got to feel really good. Yeah. It's always nice to be part of the pioneering of some brand new, shiny thing, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Anything that's new and exciting.
Yeah.
I'm on it.
So 3 years. So let's let everybody know some of the other events and how it's helped your business grow.
Yeah, here we go. So tomorrow night, the membership dinner is at Seven Springs Country Club, and from 5 to 7, and Kim Bogart, the chief of police, will be the speaker.
Super guy. He's also King
He's
Pithla.
also
Yes, he is. He was on our show a couple of weeks ago, actually on my charity TV.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was
We
great.
should bring him on this show.
Yeah, well, there you go.
And every Friday, there is networking from 11:30 to 1 at Carrabba's at Village Point.
Yes.
Yes, and so call Paul Atherton if you have questions about that. And we have a lunch and learn at 11:30 to 1 on the 11th at the Chamber. And I am going to
I was going to ask.
Yes, I am facilitating that workshop. It's going to be awesome.
Why?
lunch
I
and
want to
learns?
know a little bit about it. Give us some
Okay.
tips. What
I
is
am
it
going
to
to talk about the KLT factor. Do you know
Okay.
what the KLT factor is?
Oh, I do.
Well, I think I do. I think we do. It's
You
like
do?
in our brain. No, like, and trust.
Yes. You
No,
got
like, and
it.
trust.
Oh,
Did I
like
win?
and
Winner,
trust.
winner, chicken dinner?
Gold star. Gold star. Yeah, we talk about that a lot in our networking, you know, that we do business with people we know, like, and trust, and it becomes like, you know, how are you today? Fine. We don't think about what are we saying? What are we saying as business owners? And how do we earn that know, like, and trust? So that's what we're going to talk about.
So that was just a tease, just so
Yes.
you know.
Yes. And we have 4 ribbon cuttings coming up.
Wow.
Which is
We
awesome.
do. We don't usually have this many per month, but
I
this is
know.
exciting.
When I was
Yeah.
looking on the website, I was like, whoa, wow, it's a lot. So the Girls International on the 12th of May at 11:30. And I think that's going to be at the Chamber office,
Yes.
from what I could tell. And Trinity Title is celebrating its 15th anniversary with a big party, and they're celebrating their new location, which is 8030 Old County Road 54, from 5 to 8. It's
Nice.
going to be a big party. And it's a multi-chamber event, as I understand it. On the 16th, another joint ribbon cutting, so that means that other chambers are joining ours for that. Transportation South, CNG, and I have no idea what that is, Fast Fill Station. It's 13101 Interlake Road in Odessa, and the ribbon cutting is at 9 o'clock.
Awesome. Now, we have all this on your website, too.
Yes,
So
it is all on the website. And then, as Amanda mentioned, we have our Ambassador Club lunch. Don't miss it. Fox Hollow Golf Club and students who have received scholarships from Take Stock in Children and that we are supporting with our chamber will be there.
Yes, this is going to be a fantastic event for the luncheon. It's going to be a very exciting time. This is a time I've already secured that our scholarship recipient student is going to be there, her guidance counselor is going to be there, a couple of her teachers are going to be there, and her family is going to be there. So if you attended trivia, if you were a sponsor, if you were a team member, if you're even interested in getting to know more about it, please come to the May 18th luncheon from 11:30, 1 o'clock, Fox Hollow Golf and Country Club. If you need more information, go to the Greater Pasco Chamber website or give the office a call, please.
I have a question for you, and maybe you covered that and it just went, how is the recipient chosen for this?
It's a very select process that they do. Any student in that category for middle school or high school between 7th and 9th grade, I believe, is eligible. There's certain things, and I was just telling another a guest about this as well. They're usually invited by their guidance counselor. They have to go through an orientation and an application process, but generally it's low income, blended family, anything that goes on. You know, basically when you boil it down to and you break down the criterion, it's normal everyday life that we all go through.
I was just going to
We're
say.
all blended families.
Yeah,
We're all, you know,
yeah.
in those categories and
Yeah.
situations. So basically anybody can join. From what I understand from what Roseanne said the other night, there were 70 plus applicants and 26 were accepted. Wow. Yeah,
That's
so
a
it's
lot.
it is a lot, but it's very elite at the same time. You think
Yes.
about how many students we have.
Right.
So it's
Right.
event changing and life changing.
I know. I love that. Anytime we can change lives and it contributes to the community as well.
You know, and ironically, Lorraine is the mentor for the scholarship recipient from last year.
Yes.
So Lorraine has
Really?
the opportunity to meet with her once a week,
I do once a week.
and she'll get to do that throughout her high school career. And then, of course, you establish a relationship with that student. And once the student goes to college, Lorraine will stay friends with her and have those phone conversations of how you doing, how's it feeling, what's going on, let's talk about it.
Isn't that fabulous?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are a lot of
That's
people
an
doing
honor.
that, which is amazing, and these students really need shoring up, you know?
You know, that's very well said. We were talking about that at our networking group this morning.
Yes.
In the generations that are coming up, they need some help. They do.
Outside
we
guidance,
all,
yeah.
Yes, and we can learn from them as well. So this is really a great program. I'm excited. What else?
And the last ribbon cutting, joint again, at the Hilton Garden Inn, Suncoast Parkway. It's on North Point where the chamber is, 6 to 8. Looks like that's going to be a big party.
The new one.
A new inn, yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
So come and party hardy for the next couple weeks.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
Ribbon cuttings are a great way too, as a business owner or even in the business field or industry, to get to know other businesses and other people out there. You have the opportunity to be the first face of the community that they meet, so why not get out there and attend the ribbon cuttings?
You know, it's so true, and the one thing that is a commonality, I think, with all the chambers is don't just pay your dues, get involved. There is so much you will never want for anything to do, because there's either a breakfast, there's a lunch, there's a dinner, there's mixers, and just all these different fundraisers, and we had, goodness knows, we have a fair amount of charities in the area as well. So it's good to see how business owners are able to give back and set an example as leadership in the community for these kids that are getting these scholarships and that are going to be the future
That's
of our
how you
area.
develop the know, like, and trust.
There. Wow, that was a very good segue.
That was good.
That was it. That was good. That was good. That was perfect.
But if you join a chamber and you don't do anything, you don't participate, you know, and we all have excuses why we can't do something, right? But find ways to be involved. So I always tell my clients, don't just warm the couch if you've paid your dues and you join. Do something.
Right.
Participate in something somehow. You know, if you can't go to a breakfast, a lunch, or a dinner, then participate in the trivia night.
Sure.
Participate somehow.
It does. It really does make a difference, and then you get to be seen and heard, and eventually
liked and trusted.
And you know, that may be an overused cliche, but not really, because there's so much truth to it.
Yeah. When you dig deeper into that, then that
Yeah.
covers a wide range of things.
It really does. Well, we've had a great show, haven't we?
We have.
Yeah.
All right.
Even food.
We did it
Yeah,
again.
Even
Good
food.
job with
We
the
did
guest
it
list.
again. Exactly. Well, a lot's coming up in the next month, and you're going to be back
Yes.
again. And thank you so much for coming and
Thank
talking
you.
about not only your business but all the wonderful things that you're doing in the community, Amanda. God bless you. Thank you so much.
Anytime.
And thank you for joining us here for My Chamber TV. We will see you next week, same time, same place. And I think that's a wrap.
Thank you.